going to be guiding you through a grounding flow with some hip openers and designed for all levels. So we're going to begin in an easy seat. Whatever's comfortable for you. Could be cross-legged or legs extending in front of you. And wherever you are, just go ahead and relax the eyes closed. Just grounding down through the tailbone. Begin to lift the heart, lengthen the spine, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Just take a few moments to center here. Just beginning to allow all of the awareness to come to this present moment as you sit on your mat. Just take a moment to observe the breath, the body, state of mind. Just begin to notice what you're noticing. And just making a commitment to staying present to each sensation, each breath, each fluctuation as you begin to move and breathe on your mat. Staying present and aware just for this next hour. Just knowing that your mat is a safe space. Just begin to let any worries or distractions just fade away. Now begin to deepen the breath, drawing in through the nose and out through the nose. Deep, full inhales. Long, complete exhales. Just beginning to place one hand over the heart, the left hand on the heart and the right hand on the belly. And just begin to feel this breath move in and out. Just remembering that the breath is always here to ground you. It's always here to guide you, both on and off the mat. Just take 3 more deep breaths just like that, taking a moment to connect within. Finding some stillness. And then releasing the hands from the body. Once more, just check in with the body, state of mind. And circle, sweep the arms up tall, finding length. Lifting the arms up high and then let the palms meet. Exhale, draw the palms down towards the heart. Relaxing the shoulders. And just gently allow the eyes to open. And smile to begin your practice. Now beginning to pair breath and movement. So on your next inhale, reaching up tall once more, finding length in the side body, expanding the rib cage. And then as you exhale, plant the right hand on the outside of the right hip and just let that left arm come over the ear. Exhale deeply. Inhale, bring the arms back to center, stretching, reaching up tall. Exhale, let the left hand plant and just side bend to the left. Right arm comes over the right hand. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, fold down the middle, let the hands plant, let the shoulder and the neck release. When you're ready, begin again. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, right hand plants, and maybe if you're warm enough, you go a little deeper, maybe even forearm comes to the mat as you take a deep side bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale now, left hand plants, maybe even forearm comes to the mat. Deep side bend. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold down the middle, just let it all go. Deepening the breath. Relaxing the head and the neck and shoulders. And then breathing, moving one more time. Making it your own, finding your own rhythm. Breathing to the measure of your own breath. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale. Side bend to the right. Inhale to reach. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach up tall, and exhale, fold down the middle. This time, pause here, connecting with the breath once more. Just let it all go, let the head hang, the neck releases. And then inhale, come up high on the fingertips. And exhale, just begin to walk the hands over towards the right. And then relax into the stretch. Just opening up that left side body. Let the head hang. Inhale, come back up onto the fingertips. Exhale, walk the fingertips towards the center and melt. Inhale, coming under the fingertips once more. This time, exhale, walk the hands over towards the left and relax into the stretch. Opening up the side body, sending the breath all the way into the right hip. Inhale, come back under the fingertips, walking back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, roll back up to seating. Maybe reach up tall once more, and then exhale, bring the hands together towards the heart. Now drawing the knees in towards the chest and rolling over onto the hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. Taking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. And we're just going to take a few cat-cow stretches just to warm up and wake up the spine. So on the inhale, scoop the belly towards the mat. Lift the face, spreading through the collarbones. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, arching high into the upper back. Inhale the cow. Finding length, bringing the belly towards the mat. Exhale the cat, arch high into the spine, tuck the chin. Move through a few rounds to your own pace, matching your breath. And then stretching the arms out in front of you, coming into Anahatasana, melting heart pose. We're going to melt the heart towards the mat, keep the hips high. The gaze can come in between the thumbs or rest the eyes closed. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, coming back into that tabletop. Taking the left hand underneath the nose. Inhale, reach the right arm open. Exhale, bring the right arm underneath and through to the left side of the mat. Set the right shoulder down, right cheek comes to the mat, and walk those left fingertips towards the top edge of the mat. Rest the eyes closed. Find your breath here. If you need a little more, you can take that right arm and wrap it behind the torso, tucking the fingers into that right hip crease. And exhale, setting the left hand down again if you took the bind. Inhale, slowly coming out the way we came in, coming back onto the left, into the left palm, and reaching the right arm up tall, opening the heart. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, reach the left arm open. And bring the arm underneath and through. Exhale, the left palm to the mat, left shoulder meets the mat, left cheek meets the mat, and walking the right fingertips away from you towards the top of the mat. Deep breaths here. Again, if you need more, maybe wrapping that right arm around the torso. Right hand plants back to the mat if you took the bind. Inhale, coming back to that tabletop, reaching the left arm up high, opening the heart. Exhale, left hand plants, we're back in that tabletop. Now from here, take the knees a little wide, big toes come together. Exhale, the hips back towards the heels, stretch the arms out in front of you for a child's pose. Let the forehead meet the mat. Remembering that child's pose is always available to you at any point throughout your practice. So if you ever find you've lost the connection with the breath, or you need a significant rest, and coming back into this pose, and taking that moment to go deeper within. Now from here, we're going to inhale, just coming up onto the palms. Exhale, take the right hand back towards the right heel, and then either keep the toes flat or you can find some height in the toes when we start to rise. We're going to inhale, reach the left arm up high, keep that right hand on the right ankle, taking a half camel. The gaze can come to the fingertips. Exhale, set the hips back down. Both hands come to the mat, child's pose. Inhale, rise. Left hand comes back towards left heel. On the exhale, and then inhale, reach the right arm up tall. Exhale, sink the hips back. Come back to that child's pose. Now beginning to move and breathe, connecting to that rhythm that is yours truly. Bringing the right hand back to the right heel. Inhale, left arm open. Exhale, set the hips down, child's pose. Exhale, left hand to left ankle. Inhale, right arm open. Exhale, set the hips down, child's pose. We'll move through one more round. You can move as quickly or as slowly as your breath is guiding you. Inhale, left arm opens. Exhale, child's pose. Exhale, left hand back. Inhale, right arm open. Exhale. Child's pose and hold your child's pose. Pause here. Get grounded. Connecting to the earth. Connecting to the breath. On your next inhale, rise to tabletop. Inhale, rise to high on the knees. I'm going to turn to face you just so you can see this sequence a little better. High on the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. On your exhale, you're going to take that right foot out towards the side body like a kickstand. Reach the left arm up tall. And exhale, find a deep stretch, gate pose. Maybe the gaze comes to the fingertips, or maybe you keep the gaze down. Opening up that hip flexor, sending the breath all the way into the lower belly. Inhale, coming back to center. Bringing that right knee in. Exhale, left foot now comes out to the side. And then finding a deep stretch. Inhale, reach the right arm up tall. And finding that length and opening in the right side body. Use the exhale to deepen the stretch. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, bring the right knee in, left knee in, sorry. Inhale, right leg out like a kickstand. Exhale, left hand over the, or left arm over the ear like a swimmer stroke. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, left foot comes out like a kickstand. Exhale, bending. Right arm comes over the right ear. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the stretch. And then coming back into that child's pose. Inhale, rise, coming into tabletop. Now from here, tuck the toes, lift the hips, come into your downward facing dog. So you can make adjustments here. It's our first time in downward dog, so maybe spending some extra breaths, paddling into the heels, finding length, one leg at a time. Maybe inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, bring the heels towards the mat. And then eventually letting the heels drift towards the mat. Pressing the thighs towards the back of the mat. The heart melts. The head hangs. The gaze comes between the knees. Inhale, come high on the toes. Bend the knees a lot. Look to the top of your mat. Step or hop to the top. Inhale, take a half lift for length. And then exhale, back towards the mat. And just let the upper body hang. Just take a deep forward fold. Maybe heel toe the feet a little wider. Keep a micro bend in the knees. And just melt in to this Uttanasana, forward fold. Just finding 3 more deep breaths here. keeping the knees soft. Inhale, slowly rise. Reaching the arms up tall. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Finding Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking a moment to get grounded here. Imagining that there are roots growing down through the feet, all the way down into the earth, and just finding some connection. Just sending positivity to the earth, and in turn, drawing in positive energy, filling yourself up. Just once more connecting to the breath. Just becoming fully present to the body. And then from here, we're going to inhale, circles with the arms up tall, reaching up high. Exhale, swan dive towards the mat. Inhale, take a half lift for length, flat back, and exhale. Plant the hands, step both feet back, find your plank. So this is our first plank of our practice here today. So taking a moment to set it up, taking the shoulders over the wrists, slight bend in the elbows, creating one long line of energy here. The core engages, the lower belly lifts. From here, inhale, just lift those right toes. Exhale, right toes to the mat. Inhale, lift the left toes. Exhale, set the left toes down. And then all the way down to the mat, bend the elbows, and bring the heart all the way to the floor. Inhale, bring the heart through, straighten the arms, keep the legs straight, pressing the hips into the mat, finding an open heart here, softening the gaze or closing the eyes. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, come back to that downward dog. Take a moment to breathe here. And then inhale, come high under the tiptoes, bend the knees a lot. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Keeping the knees soft, inhale, circle, sweep the arms up tall, reach up high. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Now from here, we're going to add on. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the left hand on the mat. Maybe take a slight bend in the right knee. And inhale, reach the right arm open like a bird's wing coming up towards the sky. The gaze will follow. Exhale, release the stretch. Keep the right hand on the mat. Maybe a slight bend in the left leg. And inhale, the left arm open. Maybe the gaze follows. Exhale, release the stretch, left hand to the mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, find your plank, hold. Take a moment to engage the core, finding strength and stability here. Challenge yourself. See if you can take another breath before eventually exhale, lowering down to chaturanga. Inhaling through for cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, bend the knees a lot. Hop to the top of the mat. And sweep the arms up tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. This time we're going to add one piece at the top. Inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, side bend, first towards the left. So the left arm comes over the left ear. Deep exhale. Inhale, reaching up tall, both arms. Exhale, right arm over the right ear. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Now here's where we added those bird's wing stretches. So keep the left fingertips to the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Opening the heart. Exhale, release. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, left arm opens. The gaze will lift. Exhale, release. Left hand to the mat. Inhale, takes that half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step your feet back. Find your plank and hold. Challenge yourself here. Maybe lift the toes. Maybe you just find your breath here. Coming to that balance between effort and ease. Find a place to strengthen. Find a place to soften. Eventually exhale, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale brings the heart through, the gaze will lift. And exhale, come back to downward dog. Find your breath here. Allow this to be an opportunity to reset. Inhale, come high on the toes, bend the knees a lot. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall. Exhale, Tadasana, Samastitihi. Now from here, we're going to take the big toes together. Keep the hands at the heart. And as you exhale, we're going to begin to bend into the knees, keeping the hips low. Keep a slight tuck of the tailbone to protect the lower back. Keep the heart lifted, shoulders relaxed. Maybe sink a little lower, and then inhale, reach the arms up tall. Find your fierce pose, Utkatasana, sink low. Slight lift and engagement of the lower belly here. Finding that core strength. Sink a little lower. Exhale, Ardha Utkatasana, folding halfway over. Bringing the chest parallel to the thighs and pressing the palms up toward the sky. Inhale, sweep the arms back up tall. Utkatasana, fierce pose, and then exhale, straighten the legs and fold forward. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, hands plant to the mat. And then from here, we're going to step the left foot back. Set the knee down. And then take the hands to the right knee. So working into those hips, sending the breath all the way into that hip flexor. If it's available, we're going to take 3 little bounces here, just beginning to open up the hip flexor, sending fresh blood, sending our oxygen all the way down into that area. Just releasing any stagnant energy, getting rid of anything which no longer serves us here. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up tall, coming into Crescent Moon, Anjaneyasana. Maybe you can find a little back bend here, or even interlace the fingers. And then exhale, release. Hands plant to the mat. We're going to lift that left knee. Take all the way into the palms. And then step the right foot back. Find your plank. Beautiful. Inhale. Now bring the left foot forward. Right knee comes to the mat. Take a moment to ground yourself here, building the pose from the foundation up. Bringing the hands to the knee here. Just opening up that hip. We carry around so much junk in our hips. Emotional baggage, bad habits. We tend to put all of the things that we don't want to worry about and deal with into that area of our body. So if we can find a release here, find that gentle pulsing movement, just really beginning to open up that hip. Finding a release, and then inhale, reach the arms up tall. Maybe interlace the fingers. Maybe find a back bend. Just options. And then exhale, release. Planting the palms. You're going to lift that back knee. And then inhale, step the right foot up to meet the left. And exhale, just find a forward fold. Again, maybe the feet come a little wider, keeping the knees soft, or finding a bend and just let the head hang. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. And exhale, releasing the stretch. You're going to inhale, keep the knees soft. You're going to roll all the way up to standing, reaching them tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment to ground here. This is all about finding a way to connect to yourself, connect to the earth. Finding health and well-being, finding gratitude for wherever you are in this moment. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall, maybe your back bend. Exhale, roll to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands to the mat and step the left foot back, step the knee down. We've been here before. Inhale, bringing the hands to that knee. And we're going to add on from here. Sweep the arms up tall. Press that left hip forward. Beautiful. Exhale, release the stretch. Take the palms or the fingertips to the mat. And we're going to straighten that right leg. You can stay high on the hips, or depending on how warm you are here, you can take the hips back closer towards the heel, coming into a half split. Let the head hang. Find a way to release. Deepen the breath here. Inhale, come back to that low lunge. Keep the left hand planted on the inside of the right foot. And inhale, reach the right arm open, opening the heart, finding a twist. Exhale, release. Both hands plant, pressing the palms into the mat. Use your core To lift that left knee and step the right foot back. Find your plank. Hold. When you're ready to inhale, steps the left foot forward. Right knee sets down onto the mat. And then gently rise as you're ready. Use the breath, use your core. First, bringing the hands to the knee. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Maybe interlace the fingers here. Pressing the right hip forward. Exhale, release. Fingertips or palms to the mat. As you straighten that left leg, sink the hips back towards the heel. Again, we can stay high or you can sink it low. Just finding length throughout the entire left leg. Inhale, coming back into the low lunge. Right hand plants on the inside of the left foot. Inhale, left arm open. Exhale, release. Again, planting both palms, using your core, finding strength and stability here. Lift that right leg. Left foot steps back. And this time we're going to move through a full vinyasa. So we're here in our plank. We're going to lower all the way down to chaturanga. Inhale, through to cobra. And exhale, come to our downward facing dog. And we're going to continue to add on to our flow here. We're just going to come in a different way now. From your downward dog, inhale the right leg up high, taking a three-legged dog. Now we're going to exhale, step the right foot through. We're still going to set that left knee down. Still going to build the sequence the way we began. Take the hands to the knee. Inhale, reaching, coming into crescent moon, Anjaneyasana. Deep stretch here. Exhale, release, coming into that half split. Maybe the second time around you go a little deeper. Just notice where you can soften. Inhale, coming back towards the top of the mat, finding that low lunge. Left hand plants, right arm opens, take a twist. And then from here, exhale, the right hand now meets the mat on the outside of the foot, and the left arm opens. You can either reach straight up or take a bit of a deeper stretch with the left arm coming outside of the left ear. Deep breaths here. Exhale, release. We're going to inhale, come back to that Anjaneyasana. This time we're going to take cactus arms, deepen the stretch, open the heart. Exhale, hands to the mat. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back to plank. And take a full vinyasa. Lower down. Inhale, brings the heart through. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Set the back knee down. This part's the same. We've been here before. Build your crescent moon from the bottom up. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, take it back, half split. Inhale, back to that low lunge. Right hand plants, Left arm opens. Exhale, left hand plants, right arm opens, either up straight or coming over the ear. So whatever feels right, we're just sending breath and energy into that right head. Exhale, release. Inhale, come back to that crescent move. This time, opening the heart, taking cactus arms. The gaze lifts, shoulder blades squeeze together. The heart opens. Exhale, release, hands plant, left foot steps back. Find your plank and breathe through your vinyasa. Okay, from our downward dog, we're going to move a little faster with the breath. This part we already know. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through, left knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent move. Exhale, half split. Inhale, taking that twisting lunge. Right arm opens. Exhale, right hand plants, left arm opens. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, rise, cactus arms, open the heart. Exhale, hands to the mat. This time, go even deeper, half split. Hold here for 3 breaths. And then inhale, coming back into that low lunge. This time, take both hands on the inside of the right foot. So you can either stay here and breathe in a high lizard pose, or maybe you take it a little further. Maybe the forearms come to the mat. You can adjust the pose as needed. Maybe even the forehead comes to the mat. Wherever you are in the pose is perfect. Just breathe into it. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, coming out of the pose. If you're on the forearms, you're going to straighten into the arms. And then using that strength of the core, lift that back knee, step the right foot back, breathe through your vinyasa. Now we're going to put it all together, do it on the left. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Right knee to the mat. Inhale, rise. Crescent warrior. Crescent moon, I'm sorry. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. Inhale, twisting lunge. Left arm opens. Exhale, left hand plants. Right arm opens. Exhale, release. Inhale. Coming back into that Anjaneyasana variation with cactus arms, open heart. Exhale, half split. all the way in. Just notice how deep you can go in the pose. Take 3 deep breaths. And then inhale, coming back to the top of the mat. Here's where we come into that lizard pose. Both palms on the inside of the left foot. And maybe you stay high on the hands with the arms straight, or maybe you use the breath to go a little deeper, coming all the way down onto the forearms. Maybe the forehead comes to the mat. Wherever you are, just take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, rise. And exhale, step back to your plank. Use your strength here. And breathe through your vinyasa. My counter is making it a little difficult for me, but we'll make it work. So, kneading up and down or facing dog. And then from here, we're just going to sink back onto the knees. So coming high on the knees, just like where we started. And tucking the toes under so that the heels are a little higher here. We're going to come back to that alternating half camel pose. Beginning on the left, and then the right. This time we're not going to go all the way down into child's pose. We're just going to take these opposite motions here using the breath. Each time we reach, we inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Just move through a few more rounds here. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into a version of a camel pose. So maybe you're not ready for a full camel, so you can simply take the hands to the lower back. The fingers are pointing down towards the toes. And just open the heart and maybe lean the head back. And stay here and breathe. If you need a little more, then maybe you take both hands to the heels and take a full camel. Exhale, release, whatever version of the pose, and then coming forward into a child's pose. 5 deep breaths here. So inhale, come high on the fingertips, walk the fingertips a little further away from the body. And then exhale, walk the hands over to the right. And relax. Opening up the left side body, breathing all the way down into the lower back, the hip flexor. Just beginning to let go of anything you're holding on to. Just finding a conscious release. Inhale, come high on the fingertips. Exhale, walk back to center. And then inhale. Exhale, walk the hands all the way over to the left now. And release. Inhale, rise, walking back to center. And then making your way back into a tabletop. Well, from here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, find a downward dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high. And exhale, bring the right leg through towards the wrists and coming into a pigeon pose. So, setting that right hip down, the left leg lengthens behind you. And first we take a deep breath in, finding space in the heart. And then as you exhale, if it's available, just coming down onto the forearms. And maybe even the head comes all the way down to the mat. Just let it all go. Releasing any stress or tension. Now, if pigeon pose doesn't work for you, if this feels uncomfortable, if it's too much pressure on the knee, or if you have knee issues in general, then just go ahead and come onto your back. You're going to bring the knees in towards the chest, and since we're on our right, you're going to bend that right leg, place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Bring the hands through this little window in your legs here. Interlace the fingers behind the left knee. And then exhale, bring both knees in towards the chest. You have more control over the stretch that way. And you can really feel the same action in this variation that you do in a regular pigeon. Wherever you are, just relax and breathe. Bringing the awareness within. Taking 5 more deep breaths. When you're ready, using an inhale to rise. If you're on your back, you're just going to release the stretch, maybe lengthen both legs out in front of you and reach the arms overhead. If you're in a traditional pigeon pose, we're going to curl the back toes under on the left foot. And then inhale, reach the right leg up high, coming back to that three-legged dog. Just release the stretch, shaking out that right leg. Maybe finding hip circles, whatever feels good for the right leg here. And exhale, set the foot down. Inhale, the left leg comes high. If you're on your back, you're simply switching sides so that the left leg is getting a stretch. Exhale, set that left leg on the mat. The left knee is towards the left wrist. Right leg lengthening behind you. Take that deep inhale here to find length. And then when you're ready, exhale, maybe coming on the forearms. Maybe the head comes all the way to the mat. few more deep breaths here. Just releasing anything which no longer serves you. Just letting anything fall away that gets in the way of that true essence that lies within, the true expression of you. Just take a moment to get in touch with that essence. Just resting in the awareness that you are whole and perfect, just the way you are. When you're ready, use an inhale to come out of the pose. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, right leg up, left leg up high. Shake it out, maybe hip circles. And then exhale. You're gonna step it through to seated. So finding the legs extending out in front of you, lifting the heart, grounding down through the tailbone, finding length in the spine, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And then as we exhale, we're going to begin to walk the fingertips out towards the toes, stopping when your body tells you that's far enough. You can keep the knees soft, maybe even a little bend in the knees to go deeper. And then wherever you are, just breathe. Let the upper back round, let the head and the neck release. Next inhale, lift halfway, lift the head, lift the chest, and then exhale, go back into the stretch, deep forward fold, Paschimottanasana. See if you can go a little deeper here. Use your breath to guide you. One more time, inhale, halfway lift the chest, lift the gaze, and exhale, fold in as deep as you can go within your body's limits and just relax, softening around the edges, melting into the pose. When you're ready, use a slow inhale to rise. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, coming into bound ankle pose, Baddha-Konasana. You're going to inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, turn towards the right leg. Left hand comes on the outside of the knee, right hand comes behind you. The gaze comes over the right shoulder, a gentle twist here. Exhale, release, come back to center. Inhale, arms up tall. Exhale now, turning towards the left leg. Right hand comes on the outside of the knee, left hand behind you. Lift the heart, lengthen the spine, the gaze comes behind you, gentle twist. Exhale, release. Taking the hands on the outside of the ankles, lift the heart. And then exhale. Just folding forward, taking the nose towards the toes, relax. Releasing the shoulders, the back of the neck. One more deep breath here. Inhale, slowly rise. And then keeping the soles of the feet together, exhale, lower all the way down onto the back. Once more, the left hand finds the heart. The right hand finds the belly. And connect to the breath. Exhale, release the hands from the body. Straightening the legs on the mat. Inhale, bend the right knee. Bring it in towards the chest. Clasp the knee with the hands and just find deep breaths here. And then exhale, just bring that right knee out toward the side body, up towards the rib cage. The right knee comes towards the right armpit. Maybe you take that knee into just the right hand to deepen the stretch. And then exhale, bring that right knee across the body, set it down on the left side. The left leg is still on the mat. The right arm comes out to the side. The gaze comes over the right shoulder. And inhale, brings that right knee back to center. Maybe squeeze it in one more time. And then release. Exhale the right leg to the mat. Inhale now, bringing the left knee in towards the chest. Just breathing here. And then eventually bringing that left knee towards the left side body. And then exhaling, bringing that left knee all the way over to the right side of the mat. Left arm comes out to the side to gaze over the left shoulder. Just finding a gentle twist. Keeping the breath big. And exhale, releasing the twist, bringing that left leg back to center. Maybe hug it in once more. And then release. Coming into final rest. Being flat on the back, the palms face up. Line the feet to splay. We'll draw in one deep inhale all together through the nose. Opening the mouth. Just let it all go. Releasing the breath. Any control of breathing. Relaxing the body. Just finding complete, total rest. Shavasana. begin to bring movement back into the body. Just beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. Rotating ankles and wrists. Gently rocking the head from side to side. Eventually inhale, reaching the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch. And exhale, bend the knees. Draw them in towards the chest, wrap the arms around the legs. In a gentle rocking motion from side to side. Eventually rolling all the way to the right. Pausing in a fetal position. Just taking a moment here to find gratitude for your practice. Giving yourself thanks for taking this time on your mat. Moving, breathing, connecting to something deeper within. Perhaps before you close your practice, taking a moment to find at least 5 other things you're grateful for. And sending love and light to all of those things, may they multiply. Whenever you're ready, pressing the top hand into the floor, making your way to an easy seat. When you arrive, keeping the eyes closed, inhale, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, let the palms meet, draw them down towards the heart. Bowing the head towards the light within. It was my honor to guide you through this practice here today. The light in me honors and celebrates the light in each of you. I'm sending you so much love and light, health and well-being. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for joining me in this grounding, hip opening flow. Just be aware that when we do a work in the hips like we did today, that emotions may come up to be cleansed, so make sure to drink plenty of water. Make sure to take it easy on yourself. Just be gentle with yourself the rest of the day. Be understanding. Let emotions flow as they come up, or even mental habits and things that need to be brought to our attention to be cleansed may come up, positive or negative emotions. So just be gentle with yourself today. Be aware of those fluctuations and drink plenty of water. Get some rest. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and namaste.